This is CoTCast episode 26, recorded Friday, April 24th, 2009.
Hello, this is Winnin, and if you are not reading my novel, which you can get for free on my website, toddcedwards.com, you should be listening to the CoTCast.
A companion podcast for Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild fighting for order on Phoenix Throne. This is CoTCast.
Hello, this is Benigalala, and you are listening to CoTCast. We are Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild, and this is our podcast on all that concerns us. Hosting today is Ab.
Hey.
And Paz would say hello right here, but he's late.
Why would he be here?
He's always late, so we should all be used to this. He'll pop in somewhere. I'm not reintroducing him.
You know what he'll say when he comes in? He'll be like, hey.
Hey, psh, psh.
Hey.
That's my Paz impression right there. Psh, and that's what he says. Solariums. Psh.
I got 3. Psh.
And then he does the high pitched thing. We need a high pitched Paz voice.
Hi.
That's pretty good.
Hey, y'all.
Hey y'all.
Hey, y'all.
I don't even have a high enough voice to do Paz. And we have Slurm.
How's it going?
And like I said, I'm Beni Galala, and I'm the only one who says my own name right, because I'm formerly known as Zelly, and they all hate me for changing my name.
Benny Gabella, how I always type it.
You always type it and say Beni Gabella, and I had to make an alt named Beni Gabella.
Doesn't that sound awesome?
Beni Gabella.
Cool as hell.
It is a good name. It's not bad. I made my Ironbreaker.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Aren't they an outdoors outfitters store?
No, that's Cabela's.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's not even really anywhere near.
It rhymes. I could write a poem.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, let's do the what you been drinking and doing segment. Ab.
I'm drinking Sam Adams Summer Ale because it's finally like 80 degrees here until it'll probably snow.
Yeah, it snowed 2 days ago, but go ahead.
The high was like 78 and the high is 80 tomorrow. And then it drops down again. So doing that. And I am in game. I just got my Shadow Warrior officially all the way in Tier 4. Meaning I can't go back to Tier 3. I hit 32 just a little bit ago. And the most exciting part about it is I got a helm that doesn't look like a cone head one. I now look like Cobra Commander, which is sweet. Like it's more draped over me. Oh, it's awesome. So I need you to be my Destro and hurry up. Get like a nice shiny helm.
All right, I'll work on my Destro voice.
Yeah, there you go. and I am really liking the assault spec. But I am going to, once I hit 40, after listening to the Warhammer Alliance podcast that Benny was on last week, when they talked about Shadow Warriors, I am definitely interested in checking out the other specs, Skirmisher, and especially Scout, because I found that keep, defense, and sieges are the thing I enjoy most in the game. So I want to test that out, but a lot of fun so far. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
Paz. Now, Paz.
What are you doing, Paz?
I've been sucking dick.
Wow.
That
covers what you've been doing and drinking.
Hey, good for you, man. Slurm, what are you doing?
I'm glad that's working out for you, Paz.
Yeah.
Drinking-wise, I tried a new beer today. I tried Bell's Porter. Gotta say, I'm trying to... Tastes like dirt. Not really. Any beer drinker would probably actually like it, but I'm not a beer drinker. I just was trying to expand my horizons, and didn't work out, so I'm back to Amaretto Sours. That's what I'm sipping on now.
And what have you been doing?
Whoa, yeah, but I forgot that question. I am... Ironbreaker is 30 now. I believe he's Renown rank, excuse me. Renown rank 28, I think I hit. So, yeah, I'm just on the fence for Tier 4 finally. As the first character I've ever got to 30, so yay.
Congrats.
How you liking it?
I'm still actually enjoying the character quite a bit. I've actually, speaking of specs, when you were talking about the Shadow Warrior, I'm splitting the spec right now between Vengeance and Stone. I got the Vengeance just high enough so I can use that tactic that I can't remember what it's called now, but one of my AoE hits actually does a AoE knockback, and then the rest of the points are going into Stone. But I'll be playing around with the spec farther I go.
Hot.
That is about it.
Don't. Yeah.
Stone.
Fantastic.
Stone balls.
Stone balls is not a good idea.
Like stone
Not-
balls.
Not a good idea.
No, we talked that stone balls. What
We
was
see
it?
them in game from time to
Character
time.
stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad idea. I mean, stone balls sounds cool at first having them, but
No.
practicality wise, I don't know, man. Like that's gonna be a lot of pain.
It's gonna weigh you down a bit.
Yeah, you're gonna be running and you're gonna be dragging yourself and. And then if you really get running, they're gonna flop side to side, and they're gonna knock out your leg, and you're gonna fall. I
I would
don't know,
chafe.
man. Yeah, you're gonna chafe. At the least, you're gonna chafe.
Well, I pointed out you could never wear sweatpants because they would just always fall down.
Yeah.
Blow a load like a shotgun full of rock salt.
Which that would be the upside, I think. The other stuff would be the downside. It'd all be for that moment. Like I don't know if it'd all be worth it for that second moment.
So anyway, what I've been up to.
What's
Let's
been up
see.
to?
I have been drinking Burning River, a handcrafted pale ale out of Cleveland, Ohio, from Great Lakes Brewing Company, because I love the Great Lakes Brewing Company. And I created today a War Momgers group. It's a cafe mom group for moms who play Warhammer. And the whole mom gender thing is not my fault. It's cafe mom, and that's their rule. And so I'll put a link to it if we have any moms that listen. But it was kind of cool because I think the lady who writes Mommy, Can I Play Warhammer? It's a blog, and she discusses a lot of their her and her husband both play and her daughters play, and their adventures in gaming as a family. And so I invited her, and I think she joined because I now have 4 members. So
That kind of goes along with
it's blowing up.
Blowing up.
And then after that, earlier this week, I was also on the Warhammer Alliance podcast, episode 9, and I made a fool of myself there. But
No, you're good.
yeah, thanks.
Oh, I listened to that. That was awesome.
Oh, because we mentioned you.
Except you messed up the DOC.
I did mess up the DAOC.
And then
I
they
could not remember. I haven't played DOC since 2005.
Yeah, but
Four,
they
maybe.
corrected you at least about the relic.
The one guy I corrected. So it was no harm, no foul.
Yeah, because I was about to yell at the monitor when I was listening to you.
I know.
I was at work listening to it, and I yelled at the monitor.
I'm
Did you?
sorry.
It's like,
Put it out.
relics? What the fuck is she talking about?
I'm sorry.
No, it was fine.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. It was fine.
You created the War Momgers group. I kind of ties into I created a group. It was
You did not.
Yeah, I did actually.
You're so full of shit.
It was the War Milfgers group, and
Milfers play
I'm hoping it
before.
takes off.
Oh man. All right.
Uh,
Well, anyway.
maybe if there's
concerning-
a
go ahead.
war single moms group, then you can make that work out for you.
I'm gonna make it all come together.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Concerning COT, our last name contest has kind of been a flop. We've had some internal suggestions, and I came up with one at the last minute today, and I was going to get Paz's feedback here, but maybe Slurms can give us some feedback. Deacot,
Call him.
you may call him?
Oh yeah, I want Slurms and his feedback on this one.
Well, what do you think of Deacot?
It's alright.
Yeah, see?
I like it.
Yeah, he really likes it. Anyway, my other idea is to extend it for another week at least to see if anyone wants. Yeah, see.
Well, the hard part. Listening to this is, they don't know us really, unless
That's true.
it's someone who's listening. To
I know
Guild.
we can't think of anything either because we're losers.
Yeah, how do we expect other people? But I don't know. I like Deocat. I think
I
that should
thought
be.
someone would be more
It
clever
fits.
than us.
It's better
Yeah.
than anything we've had, except for the Cotswold.
That's the problem. We came
perfect.
up with the perfect one.
Oh,
Exactly.
evil player Mythic for not letting us use Cotswold.
Oh, Mythic. Why are you working against us on this?
I hate so much about what you choose to be. Okay.
You didn't call me the other night after dinner.
Yeah. And I paid for a nice meal.
I expect a little something in return, if you know what I mean.
expect justified returns
I
for
spent
that sack of 10
$15
that I
a
got
month
you.
in dinners.
And despite all of this, we've been getting some good results from the guild recruitment feature in-game that they just added. We've gotten like a bunch of people asking about joining, so that works out. And they're all like,
It was blowing up
cool.
even before the guild recruitment thing, though.
yeah, we had a couple, which,
But it really
out of the
jumped
blue.
up after that.
Well, the great thing
then-
about it is, I mean, if you listen to the podcast and our stupidness sounds appealing to you, like, we don't even have to really work hard. I mean, like, you know what you're getting yourself into.
It's true. They know what they're in.
It was a problem in DOC and WoW. Like, I mean, you would get, really out of the people who applied, not many stayed, and the ones who stayed really, fit in, but it's hard to explain the atmosphere, but if you hear it, it's a lot easier. And
Yeah, this is how we are in game. This is our vent. Like, just pretend we're playing now. This is still what we're talking about. Paz wants us to like go on Ustream and just do a show every night where everyone could just hear our babblings.
no one's gonna listen to that.
People listen to this.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got some really good people through the guild recruitment feature and some other interest in the guild, and they're all really nice, working out good. So
Yeah.
Yay. What's what with war? The Beyond the Sands event. Impressions from people. I have impressions. I do. I was playing the one night and we were getting demolished. We were in Marshes of Madness. Well, we being me and some random folks. And we were stomped back to the war camp. I mean, there was they would back off just for the fun of luring us out with this false hope,
Yep.
and then just roll over us like we were just mush under their feet. It was probably very hilarious for all of them.
Hey, Ab, remember when we were doing that in Tier 3 in Badlands?
That was great.
That was awesome.
I got nothing accomplished, so I was really frustrated and I really wanted the goggles, so I set my alarm for 5 a.m. the next morning. I thought, well, I'll just nail this out before work because no one's going to be playing at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I'll go get my skellies, I'll get my crates, and make some, progress. Well, I get up, and I start running around, and this Choppa starts wailing. I'm like, no way. And so I see that we hold the battle objective, like, not too far ahead. I'm like, okay, I'll run over there and at least get some NPC help. No, the Choppa's smart. He had wiped out all of the NPC help. So I get there and there's no one there. I'm like, great. So I'm running around him and I'm shielding myself and healing myself as I run. And I happened to run into a Bright Wizard and I think it was a Witch Hunter. And they ended up coming to my rescue, but then of course a sorceress and a witch elf come along too, and it kind of progressed. Like, we kept doing that for an hour and a half. Finally, Ab comes in the door and he's like, honey, it's 6:30. I'm like, I gotta go to work. But we had 8 people in our warband. They probably had the same number. But they only had 1 healer and like more DPS, where we had like 4 healers and a couple tanks. So we couldn't kill either group. It was crazy. Their healer was fantastic too. She was she or he, but it was a she character, was healing the bejesus out of them. And yeah, we at the end there was like this 10-minute long battle, like continuous battle, where we weren't, if someone in our group did die, we were rezzing them right away and everything. Yeah. It was fantastic. We finally pushed them off. I got my skellies all done, and I went to work very happy. And it was awesome. Right. But that was like this event has been kind of frustrating because it's basically just creating a situation to grief in game. Yeah. But
on the winning side, it's great.
But
fantastic to win.
We'll see now. We were getting wiped and wiped and wiped before we finally had that end battle. Like, we just kept going out there. But this has probably been like the most fun, like, open RVR that I've had in game. Like, since release, it's been awesome. So,
well, events like this have potential to be awesome. I mean, if you have a good even battle. But this is where we said it before. You really see the lack of the third side come into play.
Yeah.
If one side's dominating, it's useless. It's not fun.
Because I think I told you in guild chat when we were at that one point of defending the Lich Priest. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
when we were
Yeah.
defending that Lich Priest, and he was a pretty badass for a single character, and they had the destruction side had to kill him, and we were just had to defend him. So it just kind of showed. I mean, he was running around knocking the crap out of stuff, and we were kind of following him around at wherever he was going, and it really showed me that a third, even just an NPC side would be great because they could just throw off the like a misbalance. Because there was no way that we would have been able to compete with the destruction side, but because he was a comparable third side, it really helped out and it made it a lot of fun.
That goes back to, I mean, like the Dogs of War that were talked about before. I know they obviously couldn't get those to work all the way, but yeah, something like that coming in and helping a side that's down, you know, or,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
I would kind of like a third side to be introduced, and
They can't do
you
it
can't
now.
do it now though. Yeah,
do
okay.
it
How would that work out for COT, especially just thinking on a selfish level? Okay, guys, here's a third, side, and we're all like, okay, say 50% of us go, ooh, wait a minute.
That's seriously, that would,
I don't want to switch again.
that could potentially tear apart every guild out there. They can't. They had to do it at least.
I still say a third NPC side.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
Dogs of War or something.
Exactly.
Some sort of NPC that would come in and I don't know.
But then they would no, because then like if they came in when you're winning, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, it's just always designed to come kick the butt of who's winning.
Well, stop
Yeah.
whining. I don't know.
No, it wouldn't work with NPCs. You'd have to have people. Like it's just too late. It's just too late, people.
Yeah. I know.
Done. Play the game. So you guys did pretty good then within the tier 3.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you were saying though about it being aggravating because when we went and were trying to do the first night or the second night, and we were standing. I mean, the whole thing was actually set right outside the tier 3 Badlands Destruction War Camp, and it was I could see that it had to be just aggravating as hell to be on the destruction side and try to finish that objective. There was no way. We were just holding them at bay. And we did the exact same thing that they were doing to you. We would occasionally back off and then charge back in and wipe them out again. It was definitely, I could tell that it was aggravating as crap. But I don't know. I figured over the course of the week, things would open up enough and they would be able to finish it off, so it was no big deal. And then I, again, agree with you. It was some of the most fun I've had because it was just people in a freaking ring beating the crap out of each other rather than trying to fight over some objective that makes the game less fun because it's bugged as crap.
Yeah.
What I hate is like you do get into those groups to do objectives or keeps whatever, but they don't actually want to fight where there's actual enemies to defend, and they take the path of least resistance, you know, and just go around. And it's like, okay, I do understand this is the easiest way to get experience and renown, but it's not fun. It's just grinding.
There was one.
This made you have fun. They were forcing people to have some fun.
It was awesome.
It was funny. Out of all those people there, and there was a lot of people of order there. There was one, warrior priest who kept going on and on. Like, is this all we're gonna do? Like, aren't we gonna go take some BOs?
Yeah.
Are we gonna take a keep? And no one responded to her, thankfully. It's like you're not getting the point of this.
Yeah, the battle objectives and the keeps are only there to give us a reason to fight. Like,
yeah, they were introduced.
Their whole purpose is to make us fight, and we're avoiding it.
They were introduced, in the later part of the development because, people said they needed that. Like, but this type of event creates that, creates a reason to fight, in the open. So
I mean, frustration and all, totally worth it. It was,
Still goes back to something I wrote like a super long time ago that I thought they should have made something to make keeps worth having. They should have had it that when you take a keep, that if order holds that keep, inside the keep there will be an NPC that gives you a quest that will open up something maybe like what's going on in the game right now with the live event, but like a quest of some sort that happens in the open RVR environment that you get the quest, you go out and do it, but you're susceptible to attack at that point. And then you have to turn it back in at the keep. So it gives you, and make it like such a high experience or renown yield or loot yield that it makes it worth having the keep so you can keep repeating the quests.
Yeah, Yeah. I mean, because they have that kind of now with the defense one, but
they added that in.
That doesn't take you out of the keep. So.
Exactly. I want something that you go get the quest, and then you have to go out into the environment to like maybe escort a caravan to the war camp or something.
That'd be cool.
Or even something like in DOC, and I don't know if they're introducing this with the the equivalent of Darkness Falls, but the bonus of owning majority of the keeps for the entire realm, not just the zone of kind of like the relics or something.
I think didn't they say that they were doing it for the tier 4? Whoever owns the majority of tier 4 will have the unlock.
I haven't read that, but I mean that would be cool.
Don't quote me, but I thought there was a something that went out on the Herald about that, but I didn't read it, so don't quote me.
Well, irresponsible speculation is the best. So yeah,
I remember
they're doing that. Confirmed. You heard it here. They're doing that.
I remember I dreamt about that. I think they're going to do that.
I dreamt about that, but then I was on Mars, and my old landlord was there.
And then I dreamt about Lightspeed Briefs, but I don't remember what that was about.
So yeah, but something to give
dead air.
Oh man!
Entire realm a bonus or something would be really cool.
Would be really cool.
Make it spread out. I mean, not just so that people would actually care who are in tier 1, tier 2. Just PvEing or something. You got to reach those people. I mean, I remember in DOC when the relics went, people who didn't RVR a lot got bummed. I mean, they cared that they didn't have increased power or they didn't have increased melee strength or something.
Yeah, I think that there should be some bonuses going around to the lower tiers, but I think the problem in the game right now is that everybody's complaining about tier 4. Tiers 1 through 3 are the fun part.
True.
Yeah, it's true. I like I did like that they did add in the message to the whole guild when we do have a keep, though, and it gets taken. Oh my god!
Listen to the podcast.
No, they listen to feedback, but that is awesome. I was so excited to see those messages.
Now they just need to get the guild spam of when a guild takes a keep.
Yeah.
Like to the entire realm.
I've been snatching keeps like a mofo.
Yeah.
I think I had the other night when I took the one that me and you defended, Ab. I got the
Thick Muck?
It wasn't Thick Muck. It was the one in Badlands. Was that Thick Muck?
I don't know. You've taken that one twice.
Whatever one that we just defended the other night. When I took that one, I actually got a title for taking 5 keeps.
Yeah, I've got that.
I got that. Yeah.
Like the claim, the jumper or something like that.
Everybody not for taking the keep. I got one for just being around, I guess.
No, I got
doing stuff.
For healing the real heroes, That's what I got.
You got there. That was your title.
I got the...
You were there.
The coat tailor.
I think the title was the claim jumper.
Yeah, it is. I got that one too on my Shadow Warrior.
Cool. Well, a title unlock I did get is the Elegant, and you get that by refining 2,500 items, which actually it's very easy to do if you have cultivating, because you're doing that to get your seeds back.
You are strangely addicted to cultivating.
I am
like that. Like it's fucked up.
Freakishly obsessed with cultivating.
What level are you now?
Oh, I've maxed out a long time ago.
No. What level is your rune priest?
Oh, my actual character level?
Yeah.
I hit 20, and I have
20?
Yeah. And I have renown rank 18. Oh. I've been playing a little.
So welcome to tier 3 now that the rest of us are leaving.
Oh, you butthead.
Yeah, I'm 32.
Anyway. This is where we would talk about Paz's post concerning the new token system.
Where's that Paz?
I don't know. He's really late. Should I call him? We take a little break and call him.
Take a little break and put in the music, like do. Kind of.
You do that. I'll be right back. I'll go my phone.
Family Feud music.
Do it while I go do that.
Porn music.
Oh, the porn music.
Nice.
Yeah.
I could see it now. I could see like chicks dipping dicks into martinis and all that. Like it's very classy.
All right, Paz is here.
Woo! I'm drinking water. I'm sober. I just came from
No,
work.
we're not going back for the intro stuff for you. But we
Let's
can
see,
talk about Paz's post concerning the new token system.
Hi,
All right.
Paz.
Yeah. Hey, Paz.
What's up? Haven't talked to you guys in a few days, I think.
You're gonna hear a lot of things about people talking bad about you, but
That's okay. That tends to happen a lot in this guild.
Something involving wieners.
yeah, something. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Shannon filled me in on the duck sicking.
Yeah. Wow,
Go
man.
get him, quackers!
You are. You are.
Oh, yeah.
Sick
Wah,
shit.
wah.
And I talked to you today, so.
Well, besides you.
Oh.
All right. I don't know. All right. I guess I'll just start where I thought what they were doing with the token system. And I guess, Ab, you had thought the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Which was, I thought that with the token system that they implemented, my understanding of it was originally when they were talking about it was, sweet, they're going to have a token system much like the seals system in Dark Age of Camelot with Darkness Falls, where they have like the different levels of seals and, you know, you can get the armor and weapons and things like that. So I was like, sweet. And then when they implemented it, I heard a lot of people saying, well, no, all they did was replace being able to buy it with gold and with the tokens, so that you would still have to go to keeps and get drops and loot bags, and to get Conqueror gear, you would still have to do the fortress raids. And I was like, well, what the hell is the point? And then I was pissed for a while. And then I went and accidentally discovered a merchant, one of the merchants, just ran through one of the guild taverns. I forget the names of them, but and I was like, oh, cool. What's this? Officer merchant. I was like, this must be that token thing. I open it up, and bam, the entire Annihilator set is staring at me, and I'm like, yes! And I realized it was like, you know, you can do that. So I don't know if anyone knows that you can combine tokens and break them down. I assume everyone knows that, right? Yeah,
I
you
didn't
can
before you
combine
posted.
them. You what?
I didn't until you posted it. I mean,
All right, so I don't know the names officially of the tokens, like which one is what name and stuff. But let's just say like you have your scout token. I think that's realm rank, the realm bracket or whatever 2, like the second level of it. So you have like, let's say you had 5 scout tokens. You can combine them into one of the higher tokens. I don't remember the name. Maybe it's officer or whatever, but the level, you can take 5 level 2 ones and make it into 1 level 3. And by the same token, you can break them down. So like, let's just say you got one of the highest level tokens. You can break that one down into 5 of the second highest, and then each one of those can break down into 5 of the one below that, and so on and so forth. So if you get lucky enough to get like one top level token, you can end up with like an exponential amount of low level tokens. So that's kind of cool. Main problem I saw with it though, I was like, okay, cool, Annihilator set. Each piece is like 375 tokens of that level.
it's a high number.
Yeah. And I know that there's talk in the forums about, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. You know, Mythic, why did you make it almost more impossible to get that amount of tokens than even just do fortress raids and things like that? And I think that there's 2 options. Like, one is, the only thing that Mythic said, as far as I know, is that they're going to look at it. And I think there's 2 options. One is more likely is that they're just going to lower the price or how many tokens it takes to get the gear. That's one. That's, you know, the most obvious. But another one that I thought of, and I was talking with Tack about it, and if you just make it so that whenever someone dies, every single time, you know, someone dies, they will drop the token of their level. Because the way it is now, someone only occasionally drops a token, and then even then, it's going to get split up between an entire warband of people that are trying to roll for the token. So, you know, there's no need-greed in that situation. It's just everybody rolls need, and it's just 1 out of 24 chance that you're going to get it. So out of the 10% chance that a token drops, which is probably not even that high, then you have, like, you know, 1 in 24 chance of that, and it's like ridiculous. So if a token drops off of everyone every time, that would be realistic to keep the prices where they are. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think about that?
Well, I have a question. Is this token system in addition to the gold bag fortress system? So you actually just have more ways to get it.
Yeah, you can still
get it the old way.
You can still go to the fortress raids and stuff like that. And I don't know.
How easy do you want them to make it?
I don't know offhand if you have the choice to pick tokens out of the gold bag I don't know if that's an option.
You do. Yeah, because I got a bag last night, and I got a token, and then I broke it. I was able to break it into a bunch.
Right.
Yeah, the way it is right now, it almost seems that the tokens are there to supplement the gear. That if you're going on raids and stuff, and you might get unlucky a bunch, like a lot of people do, and you get 3 out of the 5 pieces or whatever. But as you're doing all this stuff and collecting up the tokens, you're going to get enough eventually
to get that one piece,
to buy another piece that you need that you're not getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is like let's look at realistically to get 375 tokens, right? How long will that take you?
But you're also doing the keeptakes and stuff like you were the old way.
Right.
Oh man, look, if they have,
let's just hand it to you, Paz. I mean, wrap it in a pink bow.
I'm not, I'm not saying like I want them just to give me Conqueror gear or whatever. I mean, I'm not even applying for Realm rank or Renown rank or anything. But I'm saying like, in a broken system of contribution, all right, which they have not fixed yet.
Ouch. In
a broken system of contribution where it randomly assigns a contribution level, a contribution number to people that are taking the keep. All right. Like, I think we've had stories of it before where it's like, yeah, I kind of joined a warband, made it to the keep to see the Lord die, and I got #1 contribution. Like, this happened to me one time, you know, and like, it was kind of cool. I was like, cool, I'm finally going to get a gold bag. And I didn't anyway. I rolled like a 12. But, you know, but it was kind of like, oh, that's cool. But at the same time, I was like, you know, that's ridiculous. I was like, how many other people were there for the entire keep take and got like, you know, only plus 100? Or the person that was like actually contributing the most didn't get anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they fix the contribution system and leave it the way it is, it might work a lot better. I think that even if they fix the contribution system and increased a little bit how often the tokens drop, because I don't know how often you guys are seeing tokens drop in RVR, but I've only even seen a handful.
I've got 20.
Wow. You've got 20?
I've got 20.
How do you have 20?
How many did you get from that bag?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I just, refined it. And
you probably got 10 or 15 out of that bag.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you got 19 out of that bag.
How do I make it go to the higher level? Because I'd rather combine it.
Control right click.
I did that, but it broke it down.
What?
So it must be like shift right click or something.
It says control right click to combine, I thought. I don't know, there's a little green text underneath.
Well, then maybe it puts it to whatever level you are.
It could be.
Aha.
Aha.
I'm smart. That is all fact now. We're just going to accept that as
twirling my
fact.
handlebar mustache as we speak.
Yes. I don't know. I just feel like 400 tokens is kind of ridiculous. Like, I don't play all the time. You guys know that.
Right.
But I mean,
really? What are you playing these days?
Are you eating popcorn? What are you doing?
He's rubbing aluminum foil near the microphone. That's what he's doing.
Actually, this.
Good Lord.
Near the microphone.
You are a fiddler. Do you know how much editing it takes when you are on a podcast? You fiddle with everything.
You dick around.
You dick around.
You're always dicking around.
Yeah.
With that
He's
guy's
got
mouth
that
off.
goddamn fan in the background. Click, 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 click.
You're a dicker.
I'm a dicker. I got the fan. I got my squeaky chair.
You do have a squeaky chair. And then
Then you tap. You always do
he
this.
taps, and then, God forbid, he drinks something with a cap. Because then it's pling, pling, pling.
Oh, man.
And then every few minutes, psh.
I'm just a noisy bastard.
You are a noisy bastard, but goddamn, you're podcasting gold, so we put up with you.
I'm podcasting gold. Why?
Well,
God,
actually, I'll give you.
Fire your ass if you weren't so goddamn beautiful out there.
Actually, I have to give you the silver. Odalus is gold.
That's true. Odalus is gold.
We did figure out Paz's Batman villain name, though, the Dickler.
The tickler.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Make it a board.
No.
Make it a board
Yep,
title.
someone's got a board title here.
Tickler.
Oh, my God.
He'll never be on the boards again.
You thought I wasn't on the boards before?
I know.
Oh, forget it, man.
Oh, Pez, what are you playing these days anyway? I don't even know what character you're playing.
Neither do I. But, you know...
What's your focus?
Huh?
What's your focus?
I don't really know what I'm doing. I wanted to play ranged DPS class, but then I was like, well, no, I'd rather play a healer because, you know, those are always needed. Then I was looking at, like, who's playing a healer, and I know that you, Zealot, you're playing a healer, you're playing Binny. Devin now, Tack, is now completely set on playing a Rune Priest. He's like, that's it, I'm playing a Rune Priest. He loves it. He hated them before when he was a Chosen. He was like, God, Rune Priests are fucking ridiculous, all this stuff. You know, I can't believe that they have them, like, so powerful in the game. Now that he plays a Rune Priest, now that he understands how they work, now he's like, oh my God, I'm playing a Rune Priest. So then I was like, and then, you know, like, Maeve has a Archmage, and I know Winnen's gonna play an Archmage as soon as the, you know, the life tapping comes around, and I was kind of like, man, we already have way too many healers. And I was like, I don't know.
It's a nice problem to have.
Yeah, it is, and we don't have nearly enough goddamn tanks. But Odalus is playing Knight.
Hey,
Odalus is playing a Knight. Slurm,
baby.
We just had a Knight of the Blazing Sun join tonight, and I went into 3 instances with them. The one we joined way too late to do any good, but 2, we won the other 2, and but on both of those we came in the underdog. You know how, you know, you get pushed in and you're behind and you're like, oh great, this is gonna go fantastic, and we came back and won both times. And he's like a suicidal dude. He like just runs in, and so I just like spam heal him, and he gets it done. He gets the objective and, you know, brings back our little gold glowing ball, and yeah, we win.
What he does.
That's his thing. That's what he does.
He's not sticking around enough, I guess.
He sent me a message too. He goes, just a warning, I'm suicidal. I'm like, I like that.
Hot. That's kind of how I play. I would play a tank, because if you're a tank, I mean, you got to run in the thick of it, but I hate tanks.
Yeah. Oh, so. I hate tanks that stand back. I'm playing a Rune Priest. It's like, hello, bitches, I can't go first. You know, you gotta push the line. That always drives me nuts when it's like I'm the front runner. It's like, no, move ahead, people. Anyway, sorry. My little rant. Well, I feel all negative. Y'all got quiet.
I don't know. So I know that,
I gotta
like...
be so hatey.
I didn't mean to be hatey. I'm just a bitch. I'm not really hating. I'm just a negative person.
I don't know.
She suffers from massive depression.
Yeah.
It's the tampons.
Oh, God.
It's TSS.
Syndrome.
Oh. Do we want to tell the story about how Ab learned about toxic shock syndrome?
Sure.
Make contest.
What?
You need
What?
to make that a contest. What's the most boring thing, most desperate thing you ever read in the bathroom?
What's the most desperate thing you ever read in the bathroom, Paz?
No comment.
That's
Yeah, I have TVs in my bathrooms. I don't.
Oh my God.
You got maids that you watch, you know.
Maids he makes the maids turn the pages. Like,
No, I don't have books. I have TVs.
okay.
But I make them change the channels though.
He's got
And
plasma.
clean the screen.
All right. Well, Ab okay, can I start it? Like, Ab comes out of the bathroom with all of this concern for my well-being one day. He's like, my God, do you know about toxic shock syndrome? And I think I laughed for like 5 minutes because I knew immediately what he had read, and I just he was so like seriously concerned.
You know, I remember that day vividly.
You said I was playing Russian roulette every month.
Yeah, that's every month you're playing Russian roulette for that in your body. God knows what'll happen. I mean, I read the warning.
Oh, man.
So, you know, a couple of months after that, every time it was around that time, I'm like, are you going to be okay?
Oh my God.
I'm standing outside the bathroom, like, ready to call 911.
One of these days, and then we were talking about how apparently TSS is instant.
Yeah, it's a silent killer.
It's apparently it's like it's like as soon as the tampon is in, it's just like, oh shit,
drop to the ground.
Dead. Instantly dead.
This is the one that wasn't tested.
This is, yeah.
This is the one that had TSS.
Oh. It's like, oh god. I think I just lost.
Now when I'm taking a shit, I read nothing. I just look straight ahead at the wall because I don't know what the hell's. It's like it's a booby trap in that bathroom. I don't know what's gonna get me.
He was in there, and he's opening the literature, and it's like, insert, and he's checking out the diagram. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
It just went downhill from there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, wait a second, TSS.
I'm in the bathroom, I'm opening up tampons. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna beat off. But no, you're talking about dying.
Think about severe infections and death that kill you instantly.
Couldn't figure out where he was going to insert it.
Yep.
Oh, man. So let's do a CoTCast update. Paz, you going to Vegas?
Hell yeah, I'm just waiting to see if it's definitely happening for sure, because I was going to book my tickets in the hotel and shit.
Did we book our tickets today?
I'm booking my tickets tomorrow. I was looking at
we're doing
today.
we are doing those dates though exactly. So I think it's that Sunday to Tuesday.
Yeah, it's like April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th or something like that.
In August.
August.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Because April.
April would be
next year.
Yeah, it would be in the past, which brings me to a good point. I was driving to work today, and I saw a DeLorean broken down on the road, and I debated bringing them garbage. Like, you need some garbage to throw in there.
It's for your flux capacitor, dude.
No, the flux capacitor isn't what needs garbage. It's whatever the hell.
Sorry.
It's the Mr. Fusion.
Yeah, Mr.
Oh, that's it. Slurms always knows.
And I was gonna go up and bring a bag of garbage and throw it at him and say, "There's your 1 point, Joe. Once you go out, and then walk away."
People. That's why you don't see DeLoreans around. 'Cause people can't live it down. Cops pull you over. Well, good thing I caught you before you went back
Yeah.
Before you hit 88 miles per hour.
I see that great sports almanac on your seat there, and then whoever's driving the DeLorean just says, "Just give me 5 minutes, and I'm gonna own your ass. Just let me go back. Give this Gray Sports Almanac to a relative, and I will come back and I will own you." Oh, we should also should we talk about how we freaked Vel out about Back to the Future?
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, about and I heard this on Opie and Anthony about how you watch Back to the Future and George McFly punches out Biff and turns out great. And then they're all like, oh,
In the future, they're like, waxing the car.
In the future, everything's great. And they're talking about, oh, Biff. If it wasn't for Biff, we wouldn't have, have gotten together. And like everyone's cool that Biff had tried to rape Mom. And they're all okay with him hanging out. And now 2 goes to wax and stuff.
Oh. Yeah, there is that.
Oh,
They're just holding that above his head for the rest of his life. They
it's
didn't
just
press
attempted
charges.
rape, apparently.
Yeah, they didn't go.
Not a big deal in the 80s.
They didn't go to the police. They didn't whatever.
They just blackmailed him for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he has to work for them. And hey, Marty, your new book's here. And I tried to rape your wife. And I also, when I saw that DeLorean, like I wanted to also just go dump the shit on their car. Like, like all these thoughts came to me.
Manure.
Yeah.
Hate manure.
They don't care for manure.
That's a great movie.
That really is.
Stand on top of it, show them your balls, and go, how about them megawatts?
Oh, that means a lot. There's so much you can work with.
Why don't we have any friends again?
I don't know. I don't know why we're a small guild.
Yeah. So if you want to join this incoherent mess.
if you talk shit about.
All right. Well, we do. People apparently do like us because we got some feedback, and let's
They're lying.
see. No, really. One gentleman. Oh, damn it!
Doesn't have his name.
You didn't put his name in there, you dick. Anyway.
Hold on, I'll get it. You read it. I'll get it.
All
You
right.
read it.
All right, I'm gonna read
Read
it.
it.
I'm gonna do this. He told us that he went on the European iTunes store and we didn't have any.
Nutley boy.
God.
Nutley
What?
boy. That's his name.
Nutley boy.
Nutley boy. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You're fine.
Okay. He said that we didn't have any reviews on the European, so he put in one for us, and he said, "I think it's UK only." This is what I put. I gave you 4 stars. This is a guild podcast for an American guild. They drink and chat about the game. Quite funny for a bunch of Yanks. I listened to this with a lager or 2. You are not going to learn a lot about the game with this podcast, but that's not what it's all about.
Thank you. That's exactly what we were saying.
Thank you. You get it.
That's what we
yes,
do.
This is what we're doing. Nothing of substance. Nothing of quality.
The last
We do-
hour you listened to, nothing happened.
No. You
Well, we do-
wasted all this time. I don't know how much I've edited out, but gosh, I must sound a lot happier than when we started.
Yeah, you have
This
to.
takes time.
I mean, we don't have much substance, but we do abuse a lot of substances.
Aha. Oh, I think I got to put that on the front page.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. See, I'm the dickler.
The Dickler.
Put that in quotes. Put that in quotes like blah 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 blah. The
You know,
dick.
we should get a intro from Paz as the Dickler for the
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh well, no, you know what? When I get that new set of headphones, we have to.
Oh yeah, he's got the voice altering headphones coming.
Yeah, well, it's this new Logitech set of headphones. It's actually like a really cool surround set, but it actually comes with software and stuff like that. It supports like voice morphing technology, so you can totally like fuck with your voice the way it comes out on the other end,
Can you make yourself sound like a girl?
Like a dude.
like a dude. Yeah, I'll try. Ab.
Poor Paz.
Yeah.
We also got some more feedback. It was actually on our forums. It went to our guild forums by Red Fang. He says, "Hello all. Just wanted to drop a quick line and let you all know that I love your podcast. You all are doing a great job, and let the naysayers pipe down. I love the sense of humor and the camaraderie you all share. It makes me feel like I'm talking to my guildmates on our own vent server. With that said, I was wondering if Slurm remembers a certain Chappa that he chased down in the Badlands the other day. I'm not sure if the spelling of the name of that dwarven warrior was the same as his or not. I could be completely mistaken, but it was a great chase, and I salute you, sir, if that was indeed you. Keep up the good work. Cot podcast team." Red Fang is rank 32, renown rank 28 Chappa for the Dexterum Zinch Guild on Phoenix Throne.
Slurm, you want to comment on that horror?
Slurm, was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, you remember that guy?
Yeah, I do remember that guy. I chased him
Remember
down.
that
For, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes it took me to finally chase him down.
The Chappa?
He had me run. Yeah, he was a chappa. Actually,
Yeah.
he wasn't 32 at that time. I think he was 31 and I was 29. Not that I'm going to say that the level disparity was why I lost. I think it was a very close match. It took quite a while. It was an interesting run. It actually brought back some old Dayak memories trying to chase people down. But yeah, he drugged me all over the Badlands, and not even in the. I think he had just come out of Open RVR. He was in the PVE area, and I chased him down in the PVE area, and he ran me back and forth, and then finally, I think he was just getting annoyed because I kept taunting him and stuff and throwing emotes at him just to kind of like get him annoyed enough to turn around and fight. But he finally turned around and looked at me as if to just say, "Let's get this over with." And
Go away, little man.
yeah, and then pummeled me into the ground. So no, it
Nice.
was
Pummeled you into the ground. I like it.
What I picture
was-
happened was you were chasing him, and he kind of was doing like a mouse look back, and he finally like saw Circle of Trust, and he made a listen to CoTCast, and then he remembered like these guys suck, and then he turned around and killed me.
I can
Yeah,
get this
I
guy.
hate their podcast.
I will say there's the coolest part though was on my chase was that there's this one part in the Badlands on like the northeast side of the map where you kind of go around this path and there's this high, like very steep hill next to it. And he had got back on his mount and started going up that path. I mounted back up and kind of cut around, and right at the very peak of it, I looked down and he was coming up around that path, I jumped off the hill right next to him and kicked him off his mount and started fighting him. But then he did something to me and got away again. But it was a very cool moment.
That's cool.
But I bow to you, sir. It was a very good fight.
I am in awe of the respect. Anyway,
Got some more feck.
one not so respectful. This bastard I've seen around too, Gas Squig. The Gas Squig. He's all over the fucking place.
That guy douches everywhere.
He's a douche, and he came to our forum and made a post, the Gas Squig, and he said, I just wanted to let you know that I ran into a few of your members the other night in the Temple of Isha scenario, and I single-handedly beat the living crap out of Aberon, Grundagar, and Slurm. Me and my master schooled you something fierce. Fear the awesome power of the Gas Squig.
Then they include Screech.
How overpowered are they when their pets can make posts?
I know. Their pets are autonomous
That's bullshit.
Now. Nerf them. Nerf those autonomous pets.
Yeah, you know, they really need to nerf the pet AI in this game.
Yeah, they got, like,
because if they can register on forums and start insulting us.
I ran into a gas squig named Cyberdyne, and I think that's just going to take over the world.
Yeah. Did he have a master called Skynet?
Yeah.
Oh, see, now Rafflechoppa is not going to be the worst name we ever see.
Oh, no. You know what we should do? You know what we should do? We should make now Ab. You should make your White Lion or another one, or I could make one with since he like it's Gas Squig or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what? Never mind. I lost my train of thought.
Wow, man.
Wow, that was terrible. Yeah.
Oh, I remember. With like.
Good lord, man. Can I get a beer for this?
Relating to the Terminator, you can like make a White Lion with John Connor as the pet. You know what I mean?
But I don't know. He's already got bananas.
Kind of lost your steam there. I don't know.
You did lose a little steam.
I lost it all.
Yeah.
I went completely flaccid.
Oh wow.
The Dickler has lost his mojo.
Wow.
Woo!
And with that, I want to say thanks for listening to this episode of CoTCast, the companion podcast for Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild fighting for order on Phoenix Throne. CoTCast is owned and produced at the whim of Circle of Trust guild members.
Thanks,
Sources
Paz.
for the information in CoTCast includes, but is not limited to, in-game occurrences, guild forum postings, guild member opinions, game news found on websites, news sites, fan sites, blogs, other podcasts, various gaming magazines, rumors, lies, and irresponsible speculation, most of which is discussed without
snack after this.
permission or notification.
Yeah,
The
that's
views
what I was thinking
expressed
about.
in this podcast are the personal and official views of the specific COT members in the podcast.
Yeah.
Our
Could
views
be.
should
That'd
not
be
be
a good idea.
misrepresented
Let's
as the official views of anyone or anything else.
My
We invite
lawn
you
is
to rate
bleeding.
a review of iTunes.
I changed my
Visit our
dog's
website at www.circleoftrust.org. You can find our show notes and leave comments at codcast.podbean.com, or you can write to codcast at circleoftrust.guild@gmail.com.
You guys clean blood out of the carpet.
We're talking about toxic shock syndrome, and you end with that? Gross.
How do you think the blood got there?
Yeah.
So keep
That's
you
obvious.
in style of the night.
Gonna have
You all the while. Well, baby, I sure say no foul now. Darling, baby, say no foul. Sure does say no foul of
I am
mine.
not putting any of that in there. That's disgusting.